Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review. It's another anime review, this time of Love Lab. Once again, another anime of the summer is coming to an end. Actually, not too long ago, I actually put up my review of the final episode, so you're gonna check that out. Check that out if you want to. But aside from that, this is my review of the series as a whole. So, it's directed by Masahiko Ota and produced by Doga Kobo and Aniplex, and written by Takashi Aoshima, and the music's by Yasuhiro Misawa, and it's by Studio Doga Kobo, and it originally ran from July 4th, 2013 to September 26th, 2013, and it ran for a total of 13 episodes. And its original manga series was written by Ruri Miyahara and published by Hobunsha, and originally ran from 2006 and is still ongoing with a total of 9 volumes so far. Alright, so now let's talk about the plot. The plot of Love Lab revolves around our main character, Riko. Last name. Riko Kurahashi. Alright. And Riko is a tomboyish girl who recently entered in an all-girls academy, I believe. Alright, and she's basically a tsundere, but she's a different kind of tsundere that I don't think I've ever seen before. Alright, first off, she's not nearly as annoying as most tsunderes in anime are. Quite honestly, she's just not. Yeah. You'll see her beating up one of the characters quite a bit, but there's 2 reasons why I don't mind this. One, it doesn't happen like 24/7, you know. It happens most episodes, but it's short-lived, and for the part that is in there, I do think it's pretty funny. And secondly, it's on another girl, it's not on another guy, because there's very few guys in this actual series, to tell you the truth. Very few of them. So, yeah, that's why I don't mind it, and for the most part, she is a likable character, and she does actually get character development, too. Alright. Other notable characters are Natsuno Maki and Suzune Tanahashi and Yuiko Enomoto and Sayori Mizushima. Alright, and all 5 of them are actually in the student council, but it doesn't start out that way. Basically, it starts out with Maki being the student council president after Eno basically quits being the student council president because Maki was doing all her work to begin with, and she was getting pissed at that. And push comes to shove, all of them eventually does end up joining. Alright. And the basic premise is that Riko ends up lying to all of them, telling them that she's this love expert, she's had so many boyfriends in the past and everything. And this is where it starts to get really funny, alright, because they believe her. And so they start a secret project of the student council known as Love Research, where they try to find out exactly how to get boyfriends, with Riko leading them. Alright, even though what she told them was a lie. It was a blatant fucking lie, but they all believed it for the longest time, and Sayo is actually the first to end up finding out about the truth behind Riko, and it takes her a long time, but she does end up managing to tell the truth to everyone, mainly to Maki, because Maki's the one who truly idolized her for that. and that's really where her character development comes in. So in terms of the plot, it's not 100% original. I'd say it's probably 50% original, because it has an original concept behind the whole slice of life aspect. Not to mention our tsundere is now 24/7 tsundere, and it's not towards a guy anyway, so that part's also kind of original, you know. And her characters are all really likable, I think, and they're really funny. You know, especially Maki herself, who she's idolized by the school, but by the rest of the school as like a princess and whatnot, a flawless princess. Basically, she's idolized by them as like a Mary Sue, but in reality, she's a huge dim-witted klutz. Okay, like that's basically her character. So really, I don't have any problems with the plot or the characters. Now, going down to the music is when I start to have some problems. The music wasn't really anything to speak of in this series. It was basically, you know, most of the tracks were fairly unmemorable. Like, I don't remember any of the tracks inside of the actual series itself right now. I just, like, not too long ago today, finished watching the last episode. So, yeah, in terms of memorability, like, they're okay at the time, but you won't be remembering them, I wouldn't think. Alright, the ending isn't too great. The opening is actually pretty good. The song, like, I remember the song in the opening, so the opening's actually pretty good. I do have to give it some points for that. But for the most part, the music is pretty lacking. Alright. And it's a comedy, so I'm not too surprised, but there's some comedies that have some pretty fucking memorable music tracks, I think, such as on Azuma Gatayo, for example. Slices of life comedies, that is. So yeah. Then moving into the art aspect. The art, I don't want to say it's not original, because, like, it doesn't look so generic, I don't think. Alright. Yeah, I don't think the art looks completely generic, so I do have to give some credit. I do really like the way that this series looks. Now, the animation is a mixed bag, if you could even call it that. Like, the animation for the most part sucks. There's like a few scenes here and there where the animation is pretty good, or pretty decent, I guess I should say, if that. But for the most part, the animation really sucks. But I do really like the art, alright, and basically the way the series looks. Alright, and now, since this is a comedy, let's talk about the comedy. The comedy in the series is really good. I thought this series, I haven't laughed this hard in a series in a long fucking time. And, well, in a strictly slice of life comedy series, that is. And this series did it so well. Whether it was Maki's shenanigans, and thus her being punished for her shenanigans in kind of a slapstick way. Alright. Or whether it's Suzu's shenanigans, because she's depicted as a very shy and timid girl. Alright. Or whether it's the love research almost being found out. Like, there's so many things here that are fucking hilarious. You know, Maki having a fucking dummy doll that she uses in her love practice. Like, the jokes write themselves, okay, and it's fucking hilarious. So I do definitely have to give it some points for that. I think it's one of the most hilarious slice of life comedies I've ever fucking seen. Alright, so yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Kind of a short review, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here now. Overall, it was a really good series. Now, it did have some faults, obviously. You know, the animation being one of the biggest, and also the music being one of the biggest as well. But you know, and there were some jokes in here that I didn't quite get. But of course, comedy is subjective. I'm going to have to give this series a 7.7 out of 10 as a final rating, because it was really good. But I don't think it would make it in my top. Maybe it would make it in my top 5 anime of the summer. I really don't know. When I get on to making that list, I'll decide, obviously. But yeah. Anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.